Hi there. So I figured the easiest way, people keep asking me, what are you doing? And then I say, do you want to talk to me on the phone and I'll fill you in? And then I don't hear from them. I get ghosted. So I'm going to answer some common questions about what I'm doing. And then maybe you'll want to set up a call with me and I can fill you in on what I'm doing. So, what am I doing? I have changed the way that my approach to weight loss. I eat a specific number of times a day. I actually eat 6 times a day, which is insane. I mean, most times I used to just eat breakfast, starve until around 2 or 3, where I would then eat lunch. Then I'd be snacking until dinner, and then I'd have my dessert. And that's pretty much what I was doing before. And I never understood when I looked at my kids, they are like in great shape and they always eat throughout the day. They're grazers. I looked at it like, ugh, if I'm always raiding the refrigerator or if I'm always grabbing something, that's not good. But guess what, folks? It is good. So the first thing that I do is as soon as I wake up in the morning, within an hour of waking up, and I'm even told I'm supposed to do it within a half hour of waking up, I actually have something to eat. Um, and then I have my morning coffee, and I have a stevia and a little bit of either creamer or almond milk, and that's my first meal of the day with it's called a fueling, and the fueling that I have typically is either I turn pancakes into waffles. I had a muffin this morning. I can have cereal. I can have, the usual things that you would normally think of for breakfast. I have. Um, and, that they're even like carby. Those things that you would say, I don't want to have those carbs, it's actually a little carby and it's yummy. So, after that, I drink water. I have my trusty, this is my favorite thing in the world. So, I have my Hydro Flask. And this is 30, I believe it's like 36 ounces or something like that. So, I have 2 of these a day, something like that. And so yeah, so I have at least 2 of these a day, and then I also have on the side here, I just have some iced tea that I had made myself, a little spritz of iced tea. So I'm always hydrating. Like that's a big thing too. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And then within 2.5 hours, I have another fueling, or let's say it's almost like, let's say, a mid-morning snack, if you will, and that could be a smoothie or a bar, or um, or the muffin that I didn't have because I had the waffles earlier. I could have two breakfasts if I wanted to, and just lots and lots of things to choose from. And then I go, and if I'm, let's say, hungry in between, I may reach for like a cheese stick or, just another snack that kind of tides me over. And then at 12:30, I reach for something else and I have either chili or I have some soup or I can turn mashed potatoes into a grilled cheese sandwich. It's like I'm a magician. And then at 3 o'clock, I have a triple berry smoothie that's almost like a little frozen treat, that I have with a little spritz of Ready Whip. And it's so yummy. And then for dinner, I have a really healthy meal that's with proteins that range anywhere between 5 to 7 ounces of protein. If you've had 7 ounces of shrimp, it's a lot of shrimp. And then I have 3 servings of vegetables. So also that's just a lot of food. And if I want to, I can also take some of the veggies and split it up throughout the day, or some of the protein and split it up throughout the day and have it for lunch. So I can do whatever I want. It's not like have it this way. And then 2.5 hours after that, I have my dessert, which is a chocolate brownie or a chocolate chip, cookie or pudding that I've actually turned into like candy, like Reese's peanut butter cups, and frosty soft serve. So all these like yummy things that I kind of look forward to now, if I don't have it. And I used to always be like that with Weight Watchers too. Like I would always be like, oh, I gotta have my Weight Watchers ice cream at the end. That was my treat. So this is sort of the difference with this, is that all the fuelings, all the food that I'm eating is scientifically measured so that I'm getting the right nutrients, the right carbs, the right sugar, so I can take the complete guesswork out of it, and then I cook my own meal. Last night I had cauliflower pizza that I made from scratch, and it was fantastic, and that's called a lean and green meal. So it's called a 5-in-1 plan, and so it's 5 fuelings and 1 lean and green. So that's in a nutshell what I'm doing. But if you want to talk to me about it more, I'm happy to share, the specifics of of this, because it's also more than just the food. It's about the community, and it's about having a coach who is your cheerleader throughout this process. And I recently became a coach myself because I realized, after being a dieter since 12 years old, I know all the tricks of the trade. It's just sticking with it and being a cheerleader for someone who is having that moment of weakness, and about to fall off the wagon, and you coming back and saying, well, why don't you try this, this, and this? And I used to sit in Weight Watcher meetings and kind of have that same experience. And now, after all these years, I mean, I am 50 and I'm doing it since 12. You do the math, it's a long time. I know how to be a coach for someone if they're looking to lose weight and have a healthy lifestyle, if they want to follow this particular plan. Like I said, I am not a nutritionist, but I am someone who knows, even when you go out to the restaurant, all the different tricks of the trade, and I'll have that on another video. But this is my first video, and I hope to see you back again, and I'm going to be back again with my second most common question.